to figure out. So if I had to pick a house, the one behind me is my favorite house in the entire neighborhood. It's beautiful, it's grand, it's amazing. I love walking by it on our walks. It's very inspiring, but I'm gonna look this house up. I'm gonna do a little friendly stalking. I'm curious the listing price of this house, what it would cost to get into this house, and what the monthly overhead on a house like this would be. Hey everyone, so I found the house online. This house is gorgeous and is completely decked out. It's a 10-bedroom, 10-bathroom house, 11,000 square foot mansion, and it has everything from movie theater to game room. It even has a lazy river in the backyard. And the listing price of this house is $3.5 million. So I wanted to know, what would it cost to own a $3.5 million house? So let's break it down. The first thing is going to be the down payment. And traditionally, people will put down 20%. So 20% of 3.5 million, you're looking at $700,000. So $700,000 for the down payment. Closing cost, anywhere from 1% to 4% from all the research that I've done. But let's just say around 2% of closing costs is going to put you at $70,000 as well. So we're up to $770,000 so far. Now, here's the interesting part that I never really thought of when it comes to buying a mansion, is you're going to have a lot of rooms to furnish. It looks like people will spend on average anywhere from 10 to 20% of the cost of their house, especially in mansions. If someone's going to drop $3.5 million, they're going to get the best of the best. But let's just, for the sake of this video, say about 15% right in the middle. And you're looking at another $525,000 to furnish the house. So we've got the down payment, $700,000, you have the closing cost of $70,000, and you've got the furnishing of it at $525,000, which puts you at $1,295,000. But it's your house, you're moved in, it's furnished. Now, what is it gonna cost monthly to live in this house and own this house? So let's break that down as well. So one of the biggest expenses is gonna be the actual principal and interest, and we're looking around $11,000 for the cost of principal and interest of this house. Property tax, Florida is around 0.98%, a little under 1%. So you're looking at about another $3,000, a little less than $3,000. Now, the homeowners insurance, I was really doing some research on to figure out what that would cost. And after looking at many different articles and reading different websites, I'm just going to guess that the homeowners insurance on a 11,000 square foot home, $3.5 million house is roughly around $1,000 a month. The lawn care is what's really interesting. In this particular house, I know there's an HOA in this neighborhood, and I believe it's around $600, and there's not much of a lot when it comes to this house, but many $3.5 million mansions around the United States probably have a lot of acreage. So the lawn care is going to be way higher than this particular house, but I just averaged it out about $1,000 a month for lawn care of bushes and pool cleaning in the lawn, but it's probably much, much higher than that. Now you move on to utilities. To even keep an 11,000 square foot home cool, plus the pool, plus everything. This thing has a lazy river. I'm assuming that gas, water, electric, and all of that is roughly around $2,000 a month in utilities. And the big question here too is the repairs and the maintenance. It's really hard to kind of pinpoint what that would be, but yet again, from what I found, it looks like around 1% of the cost of the house is where you can generally look at what that's going to be for the year of repairs / maintenance. So 1%, you're looking at $35,000 a year in repairs and maintenance, which breaks down to roughly around another $3,000 a month. And again, it could be way higher depending on the kind of maintenance and repair and upgrades on a $3.5 million house. But let's, for the sake of this video, go with $3,000 a month. Lastly, are you going to need a staff for an 11,000 square foot home and someone to manage the property? Probably. So yet again, when it comes to mansions, some people will have a staff of 20 people. Some will have as little as 1 or 2 or 3. So to look at all the averages and to look at the square footage and to kind of just make an estimate, let's just land somewhere in the middle and call this about $6,000 a month in staffing for someone to overlook the property and for housekeeping to keep that beautiful house clean all year round. So you're looking at about $6,000 in staffing. Some people might even have security, but again, let's just average it around $6,000. So if you take the principal and interest at $11,000, the property tax at $3,000, homeowners insurance at $1,000, utilities at $2,000, repairs and maintenance at $3,000, and staffing around $6,000, when you total all that up, it is $27,000 a month to enjoy a $3.5 million mansion in Florida with a lazy river, a movie room, and all the bells and whistles. I think it's great to know. It's fun to dream build. It's fun to look around at these houses. And one of my favorite quotes is from Mark Cuban, where he goes, the thing about entrepreneurship and making money and investing, he goes, you only need to get it right once. And all these people got it right at least once. And it's just so inspiring to see that people have these toys and have these great places to live. A lot of these places are second homes. So I think it's fun. I think it's inspiring. It's very unique. So I hope that I brought you some value in this video. I know I learned a lot today just researching and figuring out what it would cost. So to cap it all up at the very end here, a $3.5 million home would cost $1,295,000 to move in and would roughly be around $27,000 a month to maintain that property. So thank you for stopping by. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We have a podcast every single Wednesday at 3 p.m. Eastern. We put a lot of vlogs up and one-off videos as well. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for stopping by, and we'll see you on the next video.